10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello, everybody. It is Friday again. It is time to get your weekend started right with the Iconic Video Games Podcast. I'm Axel1324.
I'm DoggyDog420.
And today we have a super special guest joining us from 4GQ is Carlo. Say hello to the chat.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Pleasure being here. Thanks so much for the invite, Axel, Doggy Dog. Appreciate it. Love you guys.
Hey, man, we love your show.
Yeah.
Very, very well done show, by the way. If you haven't subscribed to 4GQTV, it's like the acronym. I don't want to mess it up.
4GQTV.
Go ahead and subscribe. It is the first link in the description below. Be sure to add Carlo to your weekly routine of podcasts that you listen to. Carlo, tell us a little bit about you and your podcast game. Like, why did you get into podcasting? What is your podcast about? That kind of stuff.
Well, we started originally we were called Four Guys with Quarters, and Jay.
Right, I remember.
Yeah, Jay really wanted us to stick to that name. So we were Four Guys with Quarters back in 2013. There was only like 3 or 4 podcasts. TXR was one of the ones that came right around the same time as us, and it was me and at the time 3 of my former friends or former colleagues. We were like, hey, let's do a podcast. Let's talk about video games and let's keep it neutral. Let's talk, let's not just talk about one brand. Let's talk about all the brands that we can, because we grew up in the arcades. We loved video games, man. So we did that. Eventually we started getting people from the industry. I reached out with a lot of PR stuff. We had people on from the Frag Dolls. We had Steve Downs on in like our second or third year.
Wait. Hold on. You had Mr. Steve Downs, the voice of the Master Chief himself, on?
Yeah, he calls me by my first name too. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
I'm jealous. Color me jealous right now. Greenwood jealous.
Right, yeah. It's super jealousy coming on from Axel and myself as well.
yeah. I mean, Steve Downs he's a big deal in my world.
Yeah. He's got a great voice, man. He's an iconic voice in the industry. So
Absolutely.
we had him, and then we went from there, man. We just kept talking about video games, doing what we love, and eventually, former friends left for whatever reason. That happens, and I stuck around with it, renamed it to 4GQTV, and now Paris from Xbox is a partner there with the Marvel show, and we just keep going, man. Now we're talking about Marvel, we're talking about Xbox, we're talking about PlayStation, we talk about movies, TV shows, and we interview a lot of voice actors and different celebrities.
Right. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah. It's definitely like the more professional of the podcast, I think.
Yeah.
When I think of the 4GQTV brand.
Yeah. Plenty of diversity.
Because that's what
there.
I've experienced when I watch it.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's a fantastic show you got going on. But before we move on, let's check in with the chat real quick. Let's see. Tony Grasso said, I hate that you guys are on at the same time as Xbox Ultimate this evening. It's like picking between your 2 favorite kids. Hey, you know what? I'm just glad that we are one of your favorite kids, Tony Grasso. We
right. There you go. Yeah.
But he does clarify that, wait. Hold on. Where did he put it? Right here. That Ultimate is at 9. So we'll be logged out by that.
Okay.
And Tony Grasso can move on without conflict, without having to choose between his favorite children. We got John 907I saying, sup, everybody? What's going on, John? Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. And, of course, here's Carlo himself for 4GQTV. Does the GQ stand for anything out of curiosity?
So it used to be 4 Guys with Quarters, so 4GWQ.
Right.
And then it became 4 Guys with Quarters TV, and then 4 Quarters TV. And then I was just like, you know what? 4GQ TV kind of fits because it's still 4 Guys or 4 Quarters TV, either way you look at it.
Yeah, it fit. Yeah, that's
absolutely.
It's perfectly fine.
That's right. And of course, we are joined by Dreadpool. He says, sup, everybody? What's up, Dreadpool?
Dreadpool?
Thank you so much for stopping by. All right,
Dreadpool, I just want to let you know that it's snowing in Florida, Dreadpool, 40 degrees Celsius.
40 degrees Celsius, and it's snowing in Florida.
It's nice. Yeah, it is. I like that.
You can thank Is it due to a hurricane or something? I mean, I know Florida always gets them.
No, it's you know what? It's Jay's backyard, probably.
Jay's backyard.
He grabbed, yeah.
That's so funny. You know, I live here in DFW area of Texas. It's not too. It's kind of hot, but since I've been here, I've had 2 snowstorms since I've been here, and one of them was so serious it took out the power across the state because Texas, and that was fun. And then the next year, we were so prepared for the snowstorm, and it did snow, but none of the power went out. So shout out to ERCOT for not letting the power go out. So yeah. Okay, yeah. So guys, today we're going to be talking about iconic video game developers or publishers. We're going to stick to third party, seeing as a huge consolidation is happening right now, and we might not be able to call some of these companies third party anymore in the future. So I figure, what? We're going to cover them now. And so sometimes without noticing, you end up falling in love with a series, and then another series, and then another series of games, and next thing you know, you've become a fan of a developer's work. The one that comes to mind that I'm not going to represent today is 2K. 2K did Bioshock. I love Bioshock. They published Bioshock. They published Red Dead Redemption. I love Red Dead Redemption. They published the Sid Meier games. I love me some Sid Meier games. So without knowing that I became a fan of this developer, I became a fan. But they're not going to be my pick today. Just an FYI. Sorry to ruin it for everybody. So Carlo, you ready with your first pick?
Yes. So
right.
Mine is Capcom.
Capcom.
As a kid, I loved them. Every time you saw the Capcom logo come up, it felt like a quality game. You know what I mean? Like you knew their platformers were great. Their pixel art was amazing. And they did a fantastic job with Mega Man, which is one of my most favorite series of all time. So really what sticks out for me out of the whole Mega Man series, I would have to say that 5 is my favorite because I thought 5 was an evolution in their graphics and style with the way they did the stories, the cutscenes, and the fantastic pixel art. I remember that game so well. And
we're talking about Mega Man 5 on the NES, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
So keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. So I just, I loved it. Yeah. And you know what? Let me type in the chat for you. But yes. See, look at this beautiful game. It is so beautiful. It screams beauty. You just want to hold it and put it on your wall. Maybe even get like a moving picture of this and hang it in your wall because it's so good. It's so good.
I got to agree with you. I am a huge fan of Mega Man.
Yeah, I can't argue here. Can't argue with you.
Oh, he's to the boss. Look at this. Look at this guy. Yeah, this guy's good. He's much better than I am.
Yeah.
So when did you first play Mega Man to become a fan?
I got it when the first one came out. I got it, I think, right on release day, or my dad might have did something and we got it maybe a couple days ahead of time. But it was a game that I played for hours on end. And I hated those password codes. You had to remember.
Oh yeah,
the bubbles everywhere.
Like little dots, little dots. Yeah.
Yeah. So
pellets or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. So even though I beat them all without Game Genie, I would go back and replay them with Game Genie and just beast them anyway, just because I had so much fun with them.
I think you're right. You got a point there. I don't remember ever using Game Genie on a Mega Man game because I just enjoyed them so much. And they were difficult games. They were not easy. You had to memorize them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I definitely had more patience for games like this back in the day for sure. Yeah. Because, there's definitely the name of the game here is patience with the Mega Man. Like the disappearing platforms.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever get into that Mega Man Net Battle or whatever, Battle Network?
No.
I never got into that. That's the only series I never got into in Mega Man. What do they call that one? Mega Man.exe or something like that?
Is it Mega Man Battle X? It was some weird thing. I was
Battle X. Yeah, okay. It sounds, Or Battle Net. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like, why did you do that with Mega Man? Why would you do that? To poor
It was
Mega Man.
apparently super popular. Lots of kids were playing it. I mean,
Were
not
they?
me, but lots of them were playing it. Oh yeah, I remember my nephews were playing it. A lot of the kids at their school were playing it. So it was a very popular series for a long time amongst younger kids. And I wasn't going to be like, oh, you guys don't know what's good today because I was their age when I got into Mega Man. So if that's their Mega Man, hey, whatever. That's the one they like.
Yeah.
So yeah, can never discourage anybody from enjoying what they enjoy, even though it might not be exactly what you enjoy. Right on, great pick. Did you ever play any of the Mega Mans, Doggy?
No. He knows. He knows I'm kidding. No, I loved. Man, I was renting Mega Man games. Seems like every weekend on the NES, and just man, we loved playing through these. And like I said, they were so fun trying to learn the rhythms and everything and get everything down back in the day. They were so tough, but they were so rewarding. Yeah, I loved Mega Man games. Trying to think which one. Either 2 or 3 would be my personal favorite.
I think you always pick 3 because of
3.
Yeah. Your guy.
Yeah, and 3 just kind of reminds me of just a great summer, just playing that all summer long. Just love the time off school and playing video games. That just takes me back. So, but all Mega Man games are great. Great pick. Great pick with Capcom. That was this is a tough pick today. Pick which one, which developer, which publisher, and Capcom was one I was thinking about. So definitely great.
Yeah, definitely. John 079 in the chat says, I still can't believe I finished anything without saves. Right?
Yeah.
I agree with you. Like when I sit back and I think about it, I'm like, how did I do it? I must have had a lot more free time on my hands back then. Yeah, for me, Mega Man 2 of the original 6 is my favorite. Mega Man 9 and 10 were good, and I haven't played Mega Man 11 just yet, but I'm going to. And Mega Man 7 on the Super Nintendo and Mega Man 8 on the 32-bit systems, all of those are beat. I have beat every Mega Man with the exception of 11.
Nice.
So, when I say I love me some Mega Man, I mean I love me some Mega Man. And I didn't waste my time with the Battle Network stuff. So yeah. Doggy, you're up next, sir. What do you got for us? Who's going to be your publisher? Your publisher today or developer?
My publisher's. I'm going to go with Warner Brothers Interactive. I do believe it's called
WB.
Yeah, Warner Brothers. Yeah, Warner Brothers Games. Got so many great developers under. What they got? Rocksteady, TT Games, Avalanche.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Monolith that did the Shadow Mordor, Shadow War. Yeah, and they got games that games under their belts like the Arkham series, Batman Arkham series, got Injustice series. They even had one of my personal favorites, Lego Rock Band. So you got to give them all the credit for that. Okay, but one developer they have that's been awesome since way back when, even before they owned him, was NetherRealm, right? So
Netherrealm Studios, yes.
Yeah, so being the arcade kid that I was, loved Street Fighter, love that. And then you read an EGM of this game come out. It's got this weird layout, this 5-button with the block button layout and these digitized graphics and fatalities. I got to go check this out. And this game was a hit in the arcades, right? You know what I'm saying? A hit. And then they make Mortal Kombat 2 and 3. They add babalities and run buttons, and they just keep getting better all the way up, even up until today. Was that? I don't know which Mortal Kombat they added the Crypt to, where you started getting collectibles. That was cool. Mm-hmm. I know a Mega Man 10 or Mortal Kombat X. Sorry, Mortal Kombat X or 10, whatever it is. They added those crushing moves or whatever. It looked like it's an X-ray. It was breaking.
The X-ray. The X-ray
those were cool. Yeah. I thought that was so cool. But man, MK11 is the pinnacle of this series, which is saying a lot. But this, where did I start? Okay, the story was great in here. The online play is great on here. Thank you, Crispy and Back from the Dead, for kicking my butt every time I play you guys. Like, I could play for 2 hours and beat those guys maybe twice because they're awesome. Endless moves, endless characters. The Crypt in here, to customize your character is amazing. These two little, the defense bar and your offense bar up at the top, that's something kind of new to the series there. The fatal blows that you can only use once per 2 or whatever it is, once per
once
not
per
round,
match,
but match. Yeah, once per match. Those are a strategic. I love that, especially when you're playing against somebody online. You know, you don't want to mess up when you're doing it. You know, like I was saying, I got almost all the achievements except for one. I spent that much time playing this game. I played the heck out of this game. The only achievement I couldn't get was for the tutorial. The tutorial is great on this game, but it's so hard, and it shows you, it's so deep, and it shows you how great, if you really take the time to learn the combo system in this game, how great you can be, like Crispy and back. You know, they play this game so much. This game isn't a button masher. It's pure skill, but it's total fun. And it speaks for why this is pretty much the biggest and best name in the fighting game genre today. So,
yeah, you know, I have to agree with a lot of what you said here. Let's check in with the chat real quick because I don't want these to get away from me. Honey Bun says, "Hi there. Why does everybody ignore me? Nobody ignores you, Honey Bun. We love you." Roy Matambo, who was on our show a few weeks ago, be sure to check that episode.
Oh yeah.
He says, "What's up, folks? Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for stopping by." HTK, my Elden Ring buddy. He's on there. We play Elden Ring together a lot. And let's see, anybody else check in here? Here we go. Roy says, "MK Deception for chess alone." Yeah, I never played that one.
Yeah.
So,
sorry.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat is one of those, definitely. I think Mortal Kombat, from a story standpoint, is the best fighter in ever. Like, they have a continuous story. They build on each iteration. I think since MK9, 8 or 9,
right?
They've been just building on each iteration, expanding that story. And they just in MK11 they kind of did a reset at the end, but that's still cool with me. At least there's a story element to why the reset is happening, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I love that that Netherrealm isn't just putting out weird stories every time. They're putting one continuous story, and that's what I think. That's another attraction to sequels this day, is that you want to see what happens in the story next. And while this is a great fighter all on its own, you play it as well for the story. At least I do, you know. And yeah, definitely. By the way, Scorpion all the way. Don't care what anybody says.
The Scorpion is awesome, yeah.
Yeah. Carlo, what do you think of MK11?
You know, I like it a lot. I like the fact that you can see the bones break in and what's going on in the inside of the characters. I thought that was a really cool feature of the game. I think the model of the characters have gotten better, certainly, as the game progresses and they develop newer and newer ones in the series. So I just think it's very evolved from where it came from, and the fact that the characters all have like a story to them, and it's a really developed story now, and you see like cut scenes in between fights. It's really good. It's a great job that they're doing over there.
Absolutely. I love it.
And
real quick, Honey Bun asked us, has anybody heard of Adventure Time? I have heard of Adventure Time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The cartoon. Yes, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Adventure Time.
Absolutely. Oh no, it's getting his butt kicked. All right. Well, great pick there from Doggy. Thank you so much, Doggy. I'm gonna go with basically a developer that I loved, then I hated, and then I loved again. And that developer is From Software. So way back in the day, back in my day, 20 years ago or so, they released a little game called Otagi Myth of Demons on the OG Xbox. And this game is fantastic because it's a hack and slash, essentially, but it's got some nice RPG elements to it. It's got some... It's a linear game. Like, don't get it confused here. You're not going to be doing any open worldness or anything like that. Each level plays out. There's about 30 levels in the whole game. And you play this half-dead warrior in Japanese mythos, and you basically just run around trying to free the princess or taking orders from the princess and trying to get rid of these ghosts that nobody else sees except you because you're basically half dead or cursed or something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while. But I really love this game because it was a great hack and slash. It had a health meter. It had summons. It had spells. And everything in the environment was destructible, even the walls and the ground. Like, I remember messing with this, destroying a wall or destroying the floor until I couldn't, just to see if I could break the game when I was younger, because that destructive environment lends a lot to the gameplay. Like when you're fighting a boss and you get knocked down into the ground, and you don't just hit the ground, you like reshapes the arena. And same thing that you can do to the boss. Like, you can see everything is just destroyed. The destruction physics was there. And it follows the design that was back in the Xbox, original Xbox thing, which was just, a lot of darks and a lot of blacks and grays and stuff with some lighting here and there. And then you had a jump move where you could glide across basically the entire map. Once you unlocked it, I would just glide across the map sometimes just to get to the boss. So yeah, it was a fantastic game. The music was good. It was kind of like a mix of drums and, Japanese modern songs. It was an interesting game that has stayed with me this whole time. I never forgot this game. And so just for that, it's one of my favorite games. And the sequel is also really great. Otagi 2, Immortal Warriors. If you haven't played these games, I would suggest you play them. They hold up okay today. They're definitely not great compared to other FromSoft games, but just to know that, I enjoyed something from FromSoft back then is cool. And you can see their famous lock-on system is here. Here, you can lock onto your target and just play. And it was very fast-paced, by the way. There was no recovering anything. You had to get in there. This game was all about get into the action, get to fighting. So, yeah. That was regular. That was awesome. Let's see. Oh, hey, Kilomilo joins us. Hello, Kilomilo. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you. Let's see. Honey Bun says, has anyone heard of The Walking Dead? Of course. One of my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And John 7, yeah, looks cool, bro. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really enjoyed Otagi Meet the Demons. Did either of you experience Otagi Meet the Demons? Carlo?
No, I did not.
Yeah, it's a good game, in my opinion. It was definitely one of my fun hack and slash games in the Xbox OG era. All right, well, seeing as nobody else has anything to say about Otagi Meet the Demons, guess what time it is, everybody? All right, now, normally we would have Princess Zelda here to do the honors of hosting this, but she is taking care of some personal business this week and next week. So subbing in for Princess Zelda is me, your host. All right, so oh my goodness, let me pull up the quiz things. Sorry guys, I got so much into the pre-game talk that I forgot to do the preparedness part of it. I was just so excited to have Carlo here with us.
For sure, exactly.
Why?
At that point, all reasoning was out the window. We were just too excited.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the music to this.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Good old-fashioned game show music here, yeah.
So because this is YouTube, you got to find copyright-free music. I had to have listened to maybe 100 songs before I found this one to use.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. All right, so today's quiz is all about third parties. I'm going to ask you some questions involving third-party games, and you have to pick the correct answer in our chat. As always, we're doing this quiz style, and we are also going to ask our famous panel here, starting with Carlo. All right, so the first question is, which famous video game franchise uses V-Bucks?
Oh, I know what that is. Can I say it? Can I say it?
Your choices are A, Fortnite, B, Fortnite, or C, Fourth Night? All right, now
so,
A is
so we're making it really actually tough here, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think everybody knows what the answer is to this one.
But do you know how to spell it?
So Carlo, which one is it, and how do you spell it?
Okay. So I know a little bit about this, right? Because I interviewed Grant Schunkweiler before the game came out
awesome.
at Orlando IX. Yeah. So the idea, okay, was fourth night, like on the fourth night, you know, like you're surviving on the fourth night, but the title is spelled Fortnite.
That's right. Yeah, that's an interesting little thing. Man, you've interviewed so many cool people. This is why I said, guys, 4GQ TV, one of the great shows out there. Be sure to add it. Doggy, what do you got?
I'm with clowns. Fortnite.
You're with clowns. All right.
Yep.
Going with a professional. All right, Chad. We'll
Yeah, may as well. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, while they're thinking about it, let's see what they got here. Honeybud says, John, why does anyone notice that I'm Unicorn Princess? In my opinion, it's pretty obvious. It's not as obvious as you would think, you know. No, I think it's good that nobody stalks you. Yeah. So let's see. We got. We're joined by 1970 Chrome Pony. Any copyright strikes from last week's show? No. Ironically, no. But seeing as Doggy Dog has WB, I know I'm going to get copyright strikes because WB.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
They're one of the most aggressive copyright strikers in YouTube. But it's okay. But it's okay. I'm not monetized anyway. As long as I don't get sued, I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I don't think they're coming after us for that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the answer, of course, was B, Fortnite. Doggy, how did the chat do?
Let's see. It looks like the chat was 100% correct.
100% correct.
Fortnite.
Nite. There you go, everybody. You got it right. All right. Ready for our next question. Here we go.
All right. Let's do this.
In Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, what is the name of Jack Mitchell's best friend? Is it A, Iron Man, B, Will Irons, or C, Iron Will? Carlo, what do you got? Don't look it up. Don't be cheating. I see the screens moving over there.
Listen, I'm gonna take a guess.
Yes.
Iron Man.
Iron Man. All right.
I'm gonna take a guess.
All right, he's going with A, Iron Man. Okay. Doggy, what do you got?
You know what? This is supposed to be easy. I actually don't know it. So, Iron Will.
Iron Will. All right. Yeah. Iron Will. All right. So we'll give the chat a few more things. John 907 agrees. The music is great. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I like the saxophone in here.
Yeah, it's you can jive to this, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For anybody wondering, the name of this track I think is 1970s movie theater intermission music. I think is what it's called.
Yeah, I think that's
let me pull it up, see if I can.
Maybe because it's a nickname for the guy. Maybe that's why maybe it's a nickname because he's good in battle. So he's like the Iron Man.
Yeah,
absolutely. All right, we're gonna stop it right there. All right. Honey Bun wants to know, why would it be Iron Man?
Like you said, yeah, like you said, it's like a nickname. Like he's like Cal Ripken, was he the Iron Man? Was he kind of for the streak?
Right. Iron is forced at will. That's right. Okay, so here we go. So the correct answer in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, what is the name of Jack Mitchell's best friend? And that is Will Irons. Literally the only real name up there, guys.
Yeah. I figured that after I chose it, but I just
I did. Yeah, I was trying to a little diversity in here,
Yeah, man, if you're not having fun, it's not just about you, right? It's about having fun too. Okay, so that's going to do it for our first intermission.
And good job, chat, for getting it 60% right.
Yeah, good job, chat. And we're going to bring back Carlo for his second pick from Capcom, right?
Yes.
All right. What do you got for Capcom?
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh, yeah.
The original or 2?
The original.
So we're talking about the one that Clash of Superheroes, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Because if I remember correctly, and hopefully I'm not wrong in this because that would make me look bad, but that had the Juggernaut in it. Marvel vs.
I
Capcom.
think you're correct. I think you are correct, sir.
And I love the Juggernaut. I was so good with the Juggernaut in that game. I could put in like the 2 quarters and last the whole time. Everybody who challenged me in the arcade was so upset because I would just keep doing that Juggernaut, like smash, like go right at you constantly and then hit the ground and then grab people. Oh, so good. So much fun. I could last all day on that thing. I got so many angry people at me and, many angry people when I chose the Juggernaut.
Would you ever tell anybody that line, I'm the Juggernaut? You? Like, you know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Would you ever say that to them?
Well, I would be, sometimes I'd get into the moment. I'd be like, I am the Juggernaut. I'd do that a little bit here and there,
Nice.
People would look at me funny and they'd be like, oh, I don't know if I want to play this guy. I don't know if he's all there. So, it was a good time.
Now, this game was, Dougie, what do you think of this game?
It's just, I don't know, just another great Capcom fighter. Played it tons in the arcade. I owed it. I believe I owned it too because it was on Dreamcast, correct? I know I had on that.
2 was on Dreamcast. The original.
Okay, so I had this
Saturn.
on a PS or Saturn or something like that. I had this on something at home. Loved it at home. Loved it at the arcades. I was into all kinds of 2D fighters, man. I can't really complain about much of any Capcom 2D fighters, man. They were all excellent. Marvel Superheroes here was excellent. All these Marvel games, Marvel vs. Capcom, they were all excellent.
Absolutely. Now, believe it or not, this is one I didn't play. By this point, my fighting game phase have been removed from my body, mainly also because I sucked and I would be one of those guys that Carlo would be beating up and laughing at me and make me waste my money. Love pissing people off. Carlo, yeah, he did like me. Jago Kukin, welcome to the show. He says, tell clowns to get inside before he gets frostbite. So what's up, Jago? Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you. This is one I didn't play, but I would watch it being played, and I could not believe how good some people were at this game. Not only was it fast-paced, it had a lot of combo moves. It had this vertical jumping where you could jump off the screen, which didn't exist before in 2D fighters, right? You could always just stay in the screen, and on this one, if you jumped, you would go out. But of course, the screen would it do that on 2 players? I don't remember. Would it raise the screen to the higher player? I think it did.
What's up?
I don't remember. That's a good question. That's actually a good question. Yeah,
I think it did. It would always focus the highest player. But I remember playing this game watching this game get played. I did play it, but I sucked. So I was not a fighting game, especially not an arcade fighter. And as I said, by this time, my fighting game phase was long and over with. I didn't play it. But fantastic choice. It is a good game. I did enjoy watching it, and I wish I could play as good as you did.
To what Doggy said too, right, is that this is one of the games that translated very well to the console. I believe it was the PS1 that it came to. But it translated very well. It just blew your mind when it came out on that. You're like, oh, I gotta get this. Yeah. It's like the arcade. I'm playing the
arcade perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Oh. I don't know why I skipped on this, other than the fact that I guess I wanted my quarters to last longer because I was a little kid and I was stingy with my quarters, so I just picked games that I could play longer in the arcade. I would say I'm going to put it on that. that I wanted to conserve my quarters, and this was not anti-conservative of me. Honey Bun says, "Tell Axel we need an episode where we show our dogs." Yeah, I think so. I think that would be cute. My favorite dog is Doggy's dog right now because if you watch some of our shows, whenever Doggy goes off and starts yelling, his dog barks in the background. It's so funny. Is she there right now?
Actually, no. She's
No.
must be taking a nap for once.
Yeah, she must be upstairs. But it's so funny, like when Doggy gets whenever Dr. Doggy comes out or something, all you hear in the background is the dog barking, and I love it.
Yeah, she gets in. Yeah, she gets into it. She tries to be a part of the show.
Jacob Coogan says, "I love all these Marvel versus Capcom games. I bought all of them."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome. And yeah, that's it with what we got so far. And Honey Bun wants to know if you have any Beanie Babies. I do not. Carlo, how big is your Beanie Baby collection?
You know what? I don't have any.
You don't have any? All right. What about you, Doggy? Any Beanie Babies?
I got this Beanie Baby Cardinal up here to go with my St. Louis Cardinal stuff. So one.
Yeah, there you go. So he is in the Beanie Baby phase. He's gonna collect it and sell it for $1 million 1 year, right?
That's right.
All right. What do you got, Doggy? It's your turn. You are up, sir.
Okay. All right. Back in 2014 or something, I think it was, I just finished playing Grand Theft Auto 5. Love that open world, go fetch, go do this or that. Man, I needed a game to fill that void. I love that so much. And then I saw at E3 this trailer for Mad Max, right? And that trailer was so badass. It moved me. Like that was so good. And at the end, it's all, and you will because you're Max. You know, the whole thing was great. But so I am just waiting for this game in June when it comes out, and it doesn't let me down at all. I played this game for 168 hours, or
what?
168 hours and 52 minutes. It says on TA, right?
Wow.
Yeah, this game, okay, a little what I can remember of it. Yeah, okay, so you are dropped to the ways, or something happens, you get beat up or something, right? And you get stripped of everything. You don't have your car, you don't have nothing, right? And you meet up with this guy, Chum Bucket, right? And he finds you to be like the lord of his pseudo religion or whatever, right? And he gives you the Magnus Opus, right? And that's your, nothing's better in the world than that bad boy that you're going to end up making, right? So you got this, not much. You got to start going around and collecting scrap to build up your Magnus Opus, get weapons and stuff. You do certain those challenges and stuff to build up your own skills. The combat in this game is awesome. It's kind of a mix between some Batman, maybe some Assassin's Creed stuff. I don't know. The combat, I loved it, right? And it had that, Fury mode, where if you did enough in a row, enough good counters and punches and stuff, it turned red or something. You just whoop everything that was in your way, right? I remember that. Even
was there car combat in this game? Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah, the car combat in this game, even better than the ground combat. The car combat, the convoys when you went and took down the convoys is great. You drive your car up close to there were sniper guys, and you go shoot them down, or the camps, and you kind of drive up there and kind of figure out how you're going to get in there and blow some way. Yeah, and you upgrade this Magnus Opus with spikes and flamethrowers and harpoon. The harpoon was cool because you could shoot and jerk somebody out of the car, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
Right. Man, what else about this game? Yeah, look at that. See, just drive it, and you could press double down on the D-pad, and you could have the inside view of the car. That was the best. And you had the big hood scoop in your way and stuff. And man, the driving was so fun. The story was kind of, okay, that kind of lacked until the end. And then it was actually a pretty good story. I actually had a cool point.
Did you finish it?
Oh yeah. Yep. And kept playing
after 60 hours.
Oh yeah, I kept playing forever. I didn't find 2 pieces of scrap and something else. There's a couple achievements I didn't get. After playing for that long, I still didn't get all the achievements. But I just love playing it. Willow used to love watching me play it too. She thought watching the car was just fun as could be. So trying to think what else to say about this game. This game was incredible. One of my favorite games in the Xbox One era. It really was. This game was great.
Awesome. It looks fantastic. I'm watching this trailer.
Oh, dude.
I'm like, man, look, I might have to try this game.
Yeah, I probably forgot to even say more. Yeah,
There it
there's more
goes.
I say.
Mad freaking Max is awesome.
Yeah.
All caps.
Right. That's
Filling it out.
Thank you, Jago.
Honey Bun says Mad Max was my childhood. Probably.
Yeah, see, exactly. She loved it. Yeah. She loved watching it.
Jago says the hand-to-hand combat feels very satisfying, and the story is really good. Well worth finishing up.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, well said.
And John 079 says, I love listening to Doggy Dog. Beautiful energy, bro. I'm telling you, man. That's
thank you. Thank you,
John. Me to Doggy to have him on this podcast. I needed his energy on this show.
I love you guys. All you guys in the chat. I love all you guys.
All right. Carlo, did you play Mad Max?
Yes. This game deserved more praise than it got. Like, when it came out, like, for some reason, it didn't get enough praise because this game had everything that you could want. It had a nice open world feel. It had great combat. It had excellent abilities. The car stuff was amazing and so much fun. And just the different little things that you had to do in the game. Sure, some of it might have felt a little bit repetitive, but each area did feel different. And they did something special with this game. And what was wrong with the media for not loving this game? This game was like a 10 out of 10. I don't know what happened, but this game deserved a lot more praise, and it went on sale way too soon. Like, you could pick this up within the first year, I think, for like something like $15, and then it was down to $4.99 periodically, and then into Game Pass. But man, this was good pick, Doggy Dog. Great pick.
Yeah,
there you go.
I loved it. It was a sleeper hit. I don't know if it came out and there was too many other good games out around 2014 or whatever, which I think there probably was. But it got shoved aside or forgot. It got. So
yeah,
it's too bad.
I didn't play Mad Max just because I didn't know anything about Mad Max. Like, I had never seen a Mad Max movie. I had never watched a TV show or a cartoon or anything. So I was like, I don't know who Mad Max is. It's something that, it's old. It's old. Maybe I'm too young for it, right? And then I watched Mad Max Fury Road when it came to DVD. And man, it was one of I watched that movie probably 30 times by now. It is so good. And then I was talking to my coworker about the movie because I'm like, man, have you seen Mad Max Fury Road? Blah, blah, blah. He's all, look, have you played Mad Max? And he starts telling me with the exact same excitement Doggy has and the exact same excitement Carlo has. So when I think, that's the rule. When three people say it, man, this excited, that should be it. That should be it.
You got a chat full here too that was saying that too. So yeah. Honey
Because Axel, you should make an episode where we talk about what games we hate. We already did.
Yeah.
The video games we quit episode. Listen to that one. You'll hear us rage why we quit. That one was funny. I loved it. So we're right back. I love listening to Doggy Dog, beautiful energy, bro. And Honey Bun says that's him off podcast too. So there you go. This is the real Doggy Dog you're getting here, guys.
Yeah.
Woo. Jago Coogan says it got crapped on because people thought it was another movie tie-in game, and it wasn't.
Right. That's a good point, Jago. That's right. Mm-hmm. And
I
it
think
sure
was
was
close
not
to Fury Road. I think that might have because movie tie-ins don't usually do very well.
And Avalanche is a good developer anyway. So I mean. Yeah, they were that game was excellent. If you haven't played that and you do see it on sale for $5, I'm telling you, that's $5 well spent, man.
I might have to get it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm telling you.
General Spartan, thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you. He says, I went to the theater for Mad Max Fury Road. Money well spent. I wish. You know what? Sometimes I wish I owned a theater just to watch some of these movies that I missed out on because I was not hyped for them. And then I watch them when they come to DVD and I'm like, I wish I would have seen this in the movies. We might have a movie episode one day. Just saying. All right. So it's my turn now. So this next game I have is I'm going to skip all the Dark Souls series for now. And I'm going to go to a game that was very different to the Souls series, but still Souls-like, just much quicker. And you could jump. You could jump good and traverse good. It had a grappling hook. But it was very different, and they got rid of the roll mechanic and put in a parry mechanic. So you can no longer the point you couldn't get away anymore to finish the bosses off. You had to be in their face, and that game is none other than Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. I believe this was the 2019 Game of the Year, and for good reason, guys. This game was phenomenal, and it was beautiful too. Don't let anything. Don't get it twisted. The environments were beautiful. The combat was fluid. And learning to parry was, once you got it down, you had it down. And then they twisted. Now you have to jump away, and now you have to jump over enemies, and now here comes an unblockable move. What are you gonna do? Figure it out. It's just, what a fantastic game. You are basically a disgraced ninja, I'm gonna say, right? You lost the battle. Your land of Ashina got taken over. You got trained by a master ninja, Father Owl, and you're tasked to protect the prince. And you have rules to follow. And the prince has dragon blood, as they call it, and he blesses you with basically immortal life, making you come back to life every time you come out. So there you go. That's why you keep coming back. Shadows Die Twice. And it's your job to basically do whatever the prince asks you to do, and you go on these adventures to get what the prince asks you to do. You go into other realms. You go into you make enemies that become friends depending on the endings you want. Like, you can even betray him and get a different ending, and it is just so fantastic. It is a fantastic game. Great story, I think, as far as From Software heavy Souls-like games go. I would say this one probably has the best narrative story out of all of them. And the combat is just so great, so violent. The upgrades are amazing. I could not stop playing this game when I got it. And yeah, fantastic game. If you haven't played it, you definitely should. Doggy. Oh, sorry, not Doggy. Sorry, Carlo, have you played Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice?
I have, and I have to say, it is a very difficult game for me. But I did, I will say that I enjoyed from what I did play of it, I thought the graphics were well done. I thought it flowed very well for the type of game that it was. And I think the story was fantastic. I mean, I got to the point where I was in some type of village and things were getting set on fire and you had to avoid guards. And I thought that was really cool. I think that they did a great job with the kind of stealth and the difficult combat that these games are known for. But they did it in such a way of being a ninja in this, or a samurai, whatever. But man, great job. I'm just not good at it.
All right. Real quick, let's check in with the chat. Jago Coogan says, did Axel say Sekiro break your controller twice edition? There were some moments there, Jago. There were some moments, though, there, like, I don't even know how I beat some of these bosses. I just think I got lucky sometimes. And I'm like, I'll take it. I'm never fighting that guy ever again. And then they added modes where you could basically go on endless boss runs. It was pretty cool. It went under the radar compared to Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know if you're talking about Mad Max or Shaqiro, but I don't think Shaqiro went under the radar at all, personally. So yeah. Doggy, have you played Sekiro: Shadows Die? Oh, screw those guys. I hate those guys so much. Oh my god. Sorry. Doggy, did you play Sekiro?
No, I've always wanted to try it. I probably won't get too far in it without it making me. What was that? Throw your controllers twice edition? Yeah, that's probably the edition I'd be buying. So, no, these look so cool, but I mean, everybody's saying how tough they really are and stuff, and how much doing it over and over and over again and stuff just doesn't sound too appealing to me. So I just haven't tried it. So maybe one of these days I'll grow the patience back for it. But look, these games look great. I want to be able to try these. I want to be able to be good at these and say, yeah, I own that boss. Yeah, get good. But that's just And who knows, if I played this for the same boss for 6 hours, I probably would eventually beat him. But then I'm going to go through $180 worth of controllers. So it's just not really. But it's it'll aggravate me. So there's no point in no point in being like that.
Oh,
Man,
this
looks
bull,
cool though,
oh,
man.
this guy was awesome too.
Yeah, that looks so cool. That bull.
I love
Yeah.
this kind of like you chop at them and you cut down trees, you light places on fire. It is an incredible game. But yeah, talk about patience. So I discovered a zone probably a little too early than I should have. So I was underpowered for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I found the boss and I got stuck on this boss. I kid you not. I was playing this boss for 4 hours straight for 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row. So you want to talk patience. And that boss was Lady Butterfly. She's one of the easiest bosses. But because I was so underpowered, I got stuck on her for 3 days. And I eventually beat her. And then I found out where to get the power up to, give yourself more damage. Mm-hmm. I found that. I reset the game. I went through it again. I found that. I went back to her. Talk about easy, man. I was doing it the hard way. So yeah, but no, the game is fantastic. Hey, yeah, that's a good episode. That's a good idea, honey bun. I'll have to add that to the list. She says, Axel, you should make an episode where you talk about games that we like and cried a lot about when it ended. I don't cry too much, but I know there have been a couple of tear jerkers there.
Yeah, there's some tear jerkers out there for sure.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Jago says, I haven't played it because I don't want any more gray hair. Whatever that, Jago, it's coming for you, old man. It's coming for you.
We'll just play it here in about we'll play it here in about 20 years. We'll just check it out then.
John 979 says, looks great, just never heard of it. Okay, well, I'm glad I got to introduce you to one. John actually did. And you know what? That's why we do these shows.
Yeah.
Because I like to share what I love playing with all of you guys. And I'm glad you guys are here to listen to me. And not just me, but my panel members, Doggy, Princess Zelda, and our special guest today being Carlo. So we appreciate you guys.
Sekiro was, like you said, Game of the Year 2019, I believe, right? 19.
Yeah, Game of the Year 2019, I believe. Yeah.
Yep. It took the honors.
Yeah. Jago Cookin says, I fought the final Valkyrie in God of War 2018 for 3 hours and finally beat her, but never again fighting one boss that long. I beat God of War, but I'm not going back for the Valkyries. I skipped all that part. I'm just like, story only. I'm good. But good for you. I heard they're really hard. I just won't know because I just like the story. All right. With all of that being said, guys, it is intermission time. All right. And again, today we are doing third-party trivia. Let me get down to my questions. So the chat so far has gotten both of these right, with 100% getting Fortnite and 60% getting Will Irons. I think I'm going to stump people here on this one, unless you're old. Like, who was it that was getting gray hair here? Like Jago. I think you might not get this one. So we shall see. All right. Let me load up this question here. And I wish I've been saying, like, I need a producer for this game or, someone to load all this stuff in for me.
Oh, yeah.
That would be cool. But, all right. So, your first question for this intermission, Carlo, is...
Yes.
In Pac-Man, what is the name of the red ghost? And go.
Wow.
Was it A, Blinky, B, Pinky, or C, Inky?
Yeah, I don't think it was Inky. Rolling that one out. I think Pinky was the pink ghost. I'm going to go with Blinky.
Blinky? Are you sure you want to rule out Inky? Like a red ink pen?
Yep.
All right.
I think so. Yeah, it's too late now, right? I went with Blinky, so.
All right. Doggy dog.
Blinky.
He has it.
It's Blinky.
What is that? Is that foam?
This is a coaster.
Coaster.
It's official, right? I see official markings on the back of that thing. Wow, look at that. It's official.
Yeah, it's a Namco. Yeah. I actually got another pack in case something happens to these, but yeah, these are nice. These are real nice quality too. They're nice.
Yeah. He didn't make that with construction paper.
No, these are nice silicone. These are nice guys.
Yeah.
Blinky though.
So yeah, I always
Stinky.
Stinky. Jago Coogan says he votes Stinky. That red ghost must have been the one that always caught him. give the chat a few more seconds here, but yeah. So apparently, all these ghosts have different names. They have some like 5 names each, depending on the region of Pac-Man you have. So we are talking about the North American Pac-Man ghosts, guys, just in case for our international viewers.
Oh, nice. Nice throwing in, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. John Nano so nice. Carlo knows what's up. All right, we're going to go ahead and end that poll right there. And start over. Doggy, while this is starting over, what did the chat vote?
It looks like the chat got it with 80% Blinky, and we had a 20% for Inky. The chat
All
with
right.
80% gets it right once again.
The correct answer is Blinky. That's correct. So
Yes!
the chat gets it right again. Carlo guessed right. Good job.
High five, doggy! High five!
Nice. All right, I think you're gonna love this question, Doggy.
All right, let's do this
All right.
one.
What is your character's name in South Park: The Stick of Truth? Is it A, scumbag, B, butthole, or C, douchebag? I'm just laughing at these names.
Oh, wow.
What a cool
All right,
game.
Carlo, what do you got? What was your name in The Stick of Truth? Did you play The Stick of Truth?
I did, yeah, and I loved it too. And you know what? Why do these names run away from us? Why?
Right, exactly. Yeah, clowns. Yeah.
I'm gonna say I think it was douchebag.
All right, he's thinking douchebag, but this is South Park. Are you sure that is vulgar enough? All right, here we go. Doggy, did you play The Stick of Truth?
Yep, and yeah, it's douchebag.
It's douchebag. All right. He's going confidently douchebag. Okay, we'll give the chat a few more seconds to come back. Let's see. John 907I says, a couple of Pac-Man doctors up in here. That's right. Got the Pac doctors. Jago Kukin says he has the Stick of Truth game, but he has never played it.
Oh, Jago.
You're missing out, man. You're missing out. It's not a long RPG. It's about 10 hours long. 10 to 15 hours long. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a long RPG. You could definitely grind through it in a week. And it's funny. Oh my god, it's funny, man. It's great. Yeah. I think we're gonna go ahead and end the poll there. The correct answer. Your name is douchebag. You are so called by Cartman.
Yes.
And he calls you that throughout the whole game. So, how did the chat do, Doggy?
See, it looks like the chat got douchebag 75% and butthole. I think somebody's felt like saying butthole 25%.
You should have seen, like, when I was trying to find some of these, like, other points for the game, I was like, man, what am I going to find that's, like, vulgar but not overly vulgar? You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, Jesus, what do I type in? So, yeah. All right, that's going to do it for our intermission today. Congratulations, the chat is still undefeated. I believe Carlo's also undefeated.
Oh no, I got Iron Man.
Oh,
So
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we both missed the Will Irons.
Will Irons,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so we're on to our third game. So, Carlo, from Capcom, what is your third and final game for the evening?
I love that background.
Wow. Oh, thanks. Yeah, the snow just went away. Now we have
It melted into a river or a little creek.
Yeah, we have
Snow
an
melted
alligator
into a creek.
behind me. You just can't see him, but he's there. So wow. Third and final game. This one tore me up a little bit, but I have to say, when the Xbox One launched, I was really excited, and I went with Dead Rising 3. I thought it was a fantastic game. I had a lot of fun with it, and I discovered a game-breaking bug in the garage in that game, and that video went viral on the Microsoft Upload Studio at the time.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I got a lot of hits until they deleted my clip. Yeah, but this game really pulled me into the franchise. I thought it was so well done. for a launch title. I had fun with the story. I had fun with the characters. I just think that Capcom is very creative with the series, and I really want this thing to come back. It's just, for me, it's just a fun franchise in general, and this was a launch title. And you know what? I know a lot of guys are going to tell me, yeah, well, there's a lot of fans of Rise out there. I'm not going to put your game down. It's a great game, but I like Dead Rising 3 more. That was my game for me, and I just had so much fun with this game. It's just, man, and the creative outfits that you could have in this. Like, I had that weird looking big yellow head, and oh, it was great. It was just a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I love it. Dead Rising, I believe, focused more on had a good story, but not a serious gameplay style. Like you are surviving, but you're doing it in a fun way. And it took such a left turn compared to other zombie games where, like, other zombie games, you have to survive by conserving ammo and sneaking around, and just like the zombies are going to get you, all this and that. And, they have all these tear-jerky stories, but not Dead Rising. Dead Rising has a story, but, I think the focus was more on the action, in my opinion. What do you think, Carlo?
Yeah, and plus the crafting abilities, I mean, they got even better in this one, right? It was wow, this was a big upgrade from 2. This was like a huge upgrade from 2 for me.
All right.
There's just, oh, man, look at this. It makes you want to play. I want to play this again. Look at this. I'm watching this. Doggy, stop me. Stop me, Doggy.
Doggy, tell him why Dead Rising sucks. No, I'm just kidding. Doggy, have you played Dead Rising 3 or any of the Dead Risings at all?
Yeah, I played this one. Yeah, it's really cool. It's definitely no Warner Brothers Back for Blood. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, no, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I had to throw that out. That was in our worst games episode thing, whatever. So, no, this game was awesome. Yeah, good pick. I don't really know what else to add to what you said. Just an excellent zombie shooter. So, Capcom does it. Capcom does it good. So, I still got to. You know what? I got to say, man, you left out Devil May Cry out of your Capcom.
Top 3.
Yeah. So you know what? I'm just so I'm kind of lifeless now as we speak, because I can't believe you did that. Right? But no, this game was awesome. This game was awesome. No, good. And then Capcom, it'd be hard to narrow it down to 3. You didn't pick Street Fighter either.
Whoa.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, but there's just
picks.
so many good Capcom games because there's Darkstalkers too, So I mean,
oh yeah, Darkstalkers. Yeah, we go on for days on. Yeah, on just fighters. Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
All right, let's check in with the chat real quick. Jago says, "Looks like Clown's car broke down beside the river."
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, shout out to Forza Horizon 5, man. Beautiful game.
Yeah, it does look like Forza Horizon 5.
There's an alligator over here somewhere. Hold on.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can zoom in here. Where's this gator? Where's this gator? Where's my wife's next purse?
Right there.
There he is. Okay.
Oh
yeah, you can barely see him right here. Yeah. There he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, his name is Barry. He's been looking for me for a while.
He must owe him money.
Yeah.
Jacob Coogan says, played all 3 games, but never beat any of them.
Right. Yeah, I didn't beat that 3. Yeah.
I think it's great that Capcom made something like Dead Rising 3 because, they have their serious zombie game, which is Resident Evil.
Right.
And now they have a more, I'm going to call it more arcadey zombie game.
Right.
Yep.
That's what I call it. Yep.
So I think it's cool that the same company that basically invented the zombie horror genre, or I wouldn't say they invented it, but they popularized it, it made an arcadey one. So shout out to Capcom on that. A good choice, Carlo. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Doggy, what is your third and final game that you're going to bring in from, who do you got? WB. What is my third copyright strike for the evening?
Yeah, let's see. Well, man, I passed up on so many goes like this Middle Earth and some Batman Arkhams or whatever. But you know what? I'm going to go with something that me and Willow have played for years and years and years. Lego series, which I'll pick one here in a second, but the Lego series, they had the Batman ones, the Lego movie ones, Marvel Superheroes. That one was a great one too. And we spent a ton of money on these, was it Lego Dimensions? Was it Homer?
Yeah. Lego Dimensions.
Pete Venkman and the, I have a whole box full of me. Scooby, Sonic. That was a fun extra pack on there. The Sonic.
You have a Lego Sonic?
Yeah. Lego Dimensions.
Yeah,
that was cool. That was the coolest
I'll
add-on.
I'll give you $1 for that trash right there.
You can't call it trash. No, this is trash, man. This trash is at least worth. He's at least worth 25. What do you say?
25. Oh man, maybe we'll talk in the DMs.
For 50, I'll even give you the little disc that comes with the game on it. No, I'm just
man, you're gonna give it to me without the disc. You're cold-blooded, buddy. You're cold-blooded businessman. I'm gonna sell it to you Lego part by Lego part.
Yeah, he does. Does his head come off here? We'll see. Yeah, there you go. That's all you're getting. That's all you're getting.
He got beheaded. Poor Sonic.
Yeah, we have like
blast processing, right?
We have 2 of these boxes full of those things. But yeah, we played like almost all those Lego games. But man, I'll tell you what, man, this new Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, I've been playing that, man. I cannot put this thing down when I can play it. This thing is so fun. It tells all 9 of the episodes in Lego fun fashion. The graphics on this game are amazing. It's not as, I don't know how to say it. It still looks like it's Lego. But man, sometimes when you're playing this, it looks so good and it feels so good. You kind of forget you're playing a Lego game. Like the other ones, they feel Lego-y. This one's got this over the shoulder, kind of the PlayStation view, the behind the. Yeah, look at this stuff where you can run and gun, and you're running and gunning. The lightsaber play has combos now, and it rewards you for pressing X, A, and or B. And you press them in a certain order, and it'll give you more studs. The flying, there you go. Thank you, man. This thing's fitting up perfect. The flying missions on this are just magnifique. I don't know. This game is so great. I actually went back and started watching the Star Wars movies again. It just made me want to get back into it. It tells it so great. And and a lot of other Lego games, you kind of start getting bored with. There's too many of these puzzles of which guy to pick, which one does this.
Yes. You said it right there.
This has been limited into this. That's what I'm saying. You kind of forget you're doing the Lego game here. I mean, there's a few puzzles here and there, like there should be with open world. The open world in this is a lot better too, but it's puzzles, and it's that kind of stuff that I was talking about is saved for after you complete the game, and if you want to go for 100% completion, that kind of stuff. And even then, it doesn't look like it's going to be. It's not as Lego-y. It's just I don't know. It's just more.
It does look good.
Yeah, it is excellent. I just, like I said, you're playing Lego, but it's so fun. It plays so good. You kind of forget that it's a Lego game this time. It really is top notch. The graphics are great, and the humor is excellent, like always with the.
Do they talk in this game, or?
And yes, they talk in this game, but you can get a what do they call it? A modifier where you check it. You can buy it, you check it, and they'll talk like the first Lego trilogy where they go, whatever, you can make them do that. You can turn that on too. So yeah. Nice. And it's really, what's the word? It's really faithful to the movies. It's really great. It does a great job. Kudos to them on this. This is the pinnacle of the Lego games. And we played through a lot of these games, but this thing is great. Just look at it, man.
Absolutely. Let's check in with the chat real quick. So Jacob Coogan says, "My man." And when I'm talking about buying it, my wife is laughing. That Sonic Lego that you have. Trying to show the chat that Sonic Lego. John 907I says that you're going to sell it to me auction style. What's the starting bid? I told you it's $1, man. It's $1.
We're going to do an auction here. We can do a live auction here going on. Yeah.
Yeah. Luis Vian wants to know, where did Professor Doggy get that Sonic Lego? Professor Doggy, where did you get that Lego?
The Sonic Lego?
No, not you. Professor Doggy.
Dr. Doggy found this guy He actually came in German too. You know what I'm saying? I actually found him in pieces. That's why you're only gonna get the head, Axel. That's all you get. You're not getting no body. You're not getting no legs. You know what? No. You know what, Axel? You're not getting the head. You're not with the head. You know what you're getting? The butt. You're gonna get the butt. That's what you're getting. Mwah! Kiss the butt, because that's what you're getting. There you go.
It's the Sonic butt. All right. Oh my god. John Otto 7 says that you're an invested collector, and yeah, it's so funny. My wife said she'll give you 10 cents for it.
No way, you're kidding. All I'm gonna take is a smooch on the butt. You know what? You give me a smooch on the butt, Axel, and you can have the whole thing.
Oh,
my
man,
own
that's
butt.
a tall order. Yeah.
Right here on the Dr. Butt.
Dr. Butt.
Look, you can have. I'll even throw in Homa.
No. No. All right. Carlo, did you play Lego Star Wars Skywalker or any of the Lego games? Well, I'm sure you have. Let's focus on Lego Star Wars.
Okay. Yeah. So I loved all the old Lego games. This one was a little bit harder for me to get into. Now, I'll say that, but I also got to say this. I think that they did a fantastic job graphics-wise. They did a fantastic job with fitting all this stuff in there and story-wise. But for me, in between the different levels, I felt like there was too much to do. So I felt a little overwhelmed in that aspect. But I think overall, for this younger generation and fans of Star Wars in general, I think this game is great. I think it hits everything that they want it to hit, and it's more of a grown-up style of Lego game because there's more than just using your lightsabers and things like that. Like there's like a lot of stuff in between the levels that you can ride in and mess with. So yeah, they did a great job with it.
Awesome. So I haven't played this game. I haven't bought it. And to be honest with you, the Lego Star Wars, I couldn't get into for some reason. I love Lego. I love Star Wars. So when I got Lego Star Wars I believe they come out in the 360.
Yep. Yes.
I couldn't get into it because of the camera angles. It has those set camera angles and isometric. So I'll be walking this way, go off screen, and suddenly I need to walk up. The fixed camera angles got to me.
That one was real bad about that one too. That was one of the worst.
Yeah. But I did get into Lego Batman because it had more side-scrolly style levels. And that one worked a lot better for me. And so I do have, I have Lego Harry Potter. I have Lego Indiana Jones, Lego Jurassic Park, Lego Batmans, of course. But not too many Lego Star Wars just because that first one got to me. But now that Doggie's telling me that this is over the shoulder, continuous stage style, which is more my style, I might have to look into it.
It plays great.
So, Doggy, not only are you going to have to send me that Sonic, but you're going to have to send me, have to let me borrow that Lego game.
Did you copy the Lego? Yeah. It's great, guys. And even just like, I even saw where you could where you're showing that you could level up the different characters and stuff. Just it's more RPG stylish. It really has just a lot more elements to it. It really is. It's a nice. They did a great job with that. Hopefully, this is their new model for these because that was fun. And the open world element, like Clown said, there is a lot more to do in the open world. It is kind of overwhelming, but it gives you there's just a lot more to do. But it also leads you also along the path to the story if you just want to be kind of linear about it, So great game, definitely. They've out of all those, they made so many Lego games. They
nailed it. Huh?
They nailed it here on this one. This is great. Good job, guys.
Awesome. Jacob Coogan says, back in my day, we didn't have Lego video games. Lego video game games. We only had Lincoln Logs. All right, Jacob, that's funny. Back in my day.
We walked uphill both ways to school.
That's right. Uphill both ways. All right. So, my last game, I was going to pick Dark Souls 3. I was thinking I was going to add Dark Souls 3 into one of my game picks, but I've decided not to. Instead, I've decided to go with From Software. Hold on, where am I? Here we go. From Software, we're going to go with Elden Ring. Now, the reason I pick Elden Ring is because it essentially takes everything Dark Souls did and put it in an open world. And man, what a fantastic game! My life is Elden Ring right now. I rarely boot up anything else into my Xbox right now. I am about 95 hours into this game. Still haven't finished it because I'm just so busy exploring. And this game, the best comparison I can give this game to a different existing game is the open world design is a lot like Breath of the Wild, where you can see things in the distance and you want to go look at it. You want to go explore over here. What's in this nook and cranny? What's over there? What's over here? What's over there? But only if Zelda Breath of the Wild was rated R. This is like rated R Breath of the Wild. And of course it has that nice Dark Souls move sets, the dodging, the epic bosses, the little mini dungeons, the caves. It has little mini dungeons, but then it has major dungeons. Like every story boss has their own fortress you got to get through, and each one of those fortresses could essentially be an entire Dark Souls game. And I'm just having so much fun with my character. The storytelling is exploration style. It's not going to handhold you. It basically throws you out into the open world and tells you good luck, and then it kicks your butt first try. Good old Dark Souls styles. Like I remember booting up Dark Souls 1. I went into a door, the only door you could go through, and immediately a boss. Instantly. And I lost to this boss like 15 times before I found out I could skip him. Just go through the hallway and come back to him later. And this is no different. Like you come out into the open world, first thing you see is this guy on a horse, and he cleans your clock. And I'm like, yep. This is from software, but it does take some patience, and it does test you. It does everything that a from software game does, a modern from software game. And the art style, man, I know that a lot of people compare this like, the world's not realistic, blah blah blah, blah, blah. But I'll take art style. Good executed art style over realism any day. I mean, look at this. Just look at that. You can see the castle out in the distance. You're like, what's that? And then you see the golden trees. What's that? You see a hill over there all by itself. I wonder what's that. You see the fog down there with all the swamp on it. What's that? You see the bridge. And this is what I'm getting at. Like, you just look and you're like, I would visit all these places. And it has been a nonstop fun fest for me. I play this game every night. Ask HTK. HTK 360 is my Elden Ring multiplayer buddy. Him and I go through this every night almost. Jacob Coogan in the chat says, I must have got a bootleg version of Elden Ring. Mine says Elvis Bowl on the cover. Yeah, you definitely got the bootleg. I don't think you got it for the Xbox. I think you got it for the X Station.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
the X Station.
Yeah, you know those Chinese ripoff consoles?
Yes.
That they have? Yeah. Carlo, have you played Elden Ring?
I have, and I still have not beaten the Tree Sentinel yet.
Have you skipped him?
I just ran away from him.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
I like it. I like the game a lot. It's another show of work from software with graphics, and the open world in this I think is beautiful. It is very hard for me. I'm very bad at these games, but I did try it and I wanted to get far, and I even called in for backup from a friend who's really, really good at this game, and he was just like, Carlo, you're really bad at this game. You just keep running away while I fight everything by myself. I'm like, yes, that's the idea.
Yeah.
So obviously it's my fault while we kept losing, but yeah, man, it's a beautiful game overall. It's just very hard for me, but yeah, I want to be able to beat this game. It's just, there's so much in it.
It's so big, man. I don't know. Like, I think even if you just beeline it to the end, you're still gonna struggle. I find it difficult. I don't think these games, unless you're like a speedrunner that knows all the weird tricks, you're not going to beat this game first time through. Even just going straight story, because it scales. Like, the difficulty in this game scales, and it scales hard.
Yeah.
So it's intended for you to engage in some of the open world combat areas. So yeah, Crazy Greek Dude stops by. He says he's playing online, so I need to focus. Yeah, definitely focus, man. I don't know. Get those W's.
Yeah, right.
And Fortnite.
Thank you for stopping by, Crazy Greek.
Yeah, appreciate you, Crazy Greek Dude. Doggy, I know this isn't your cup of tea, so I know you haven't played this game, but do you have an opinion on this game at all?
No, but if there's any of these I'd want to play, it would be this bad boy right here. You know, as they say, the FOMO was kicking in hardcore when this first came out. I just wanted to go get this because, you know, everybody made it sound like it was the easier Dark Souls kind of game, right? Which I knew that wouldn't have mattered anyway. That wasn't going to make me be able to get very far in it. But to me, the open world aspect or whatever, the exploration, to me, it made it sound like, to me, if I get this, I can explore for a while, maybe level up a ton and get through some of it. And even that, to me, on a game like this, would be a whatever, an accomplishment or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully, I kind of want to try this out. You keep telling me it's that, probably should just, you know, it's going to be rough or whatever. But I want to try. If it goes on sale sometime, I might just pick it up just for trying it out. I'm sure I won't get terribly far, but I want to try one of these games out. I want to see how bad I really do suck and how bad I will never get good, I guess. But this game just does look great. I wish I could be great at these. You just yourself talking about this game all the time, your tweets and these videos you put, and you whooping these bosses, and you talk about how much you had to go through to get. Just it makes it sound so great, you know. It just makes you want to try it out. So. Axel could be a salesman for this game for sure, you know. And I'm glad you're enjoying this so much. Yeah, I know this is definitely, unless something else comes out that's super great, this is going to be your game of the year, and I'm glad you're enjoying it so much. And for a lot of people,
I don't see anything else beating this. Like if Starfield is not a massive hit, you can just hand it to this. God of War, I think, was delayed till next year, so I don't think it's going to be that. And every other announced game that we know will release this year, I don't think it's going to hold the stick up to Elden Ring.
I mean, they've got a nice pedigree of. I mean, it's not like they haven't won a game of the year before, anyway.
Right,
so,
their last game won game of the year, and this one's a million times better than that one.
Yeah, and that's not even ancient history either. We're talking just a couple years ago. So, no, at some point I'll probably try this. I don't know how far I get in it. I don't know how the co-op works. Maybe if somebody can play with me and help me out.
You can only co-op in some areas. So, but
there
are times where, you know, I hate to say it, but there are times where you literally got to get good by yourself.
But if I just get this game and start out with it, I mean, and you say skip that and get out in the area and start trying to level up, I mean, well, at least get my enjoyment out of the game and my money's worth, even if I don't beat it. I mean,
if you can't master these bosses, you're not gonna enjoy it. I mean,
and see, that's why I figured
the open world in itself is fun, but to progress on in the open world, you got to beat bosses, and if you can't beat these bosses, I don't think you're gonna enjoy this game. So if you don't have the patience to learn patterns and get your timing down and die 20 times, like the other day, I was fighting some guy named something the Briar. He was basically a Bell Knight. And I think the Bell Knight, in my opinion, is the perfect mix of offense and defense. He's so hard to beat. He has an opening that's like a half second long, and that's as big as it gets. He'll do 4 or 5 combos, and you got like a half second to hit him. And if you don't hit him, you got to dodge and dodge and dodge and dodge. I danced around with that guy for 20 minutes to beat him because he's got so much armor, so much health, and he hits so hard. He takes me out in 2 hits, and I'm at level 75.
I would never expect to beat that. Yeah, I would just like to try it and get somewhere in it. But yeah, it almost sounds like I wouldn't get much.
If this ever comes to a subscription service like Game Pass or something,
oh, for sure, I'd try it then. Yeah,
or it goes on sale for like $20, I would say get it.
Okay,
and yeah, give me a hint. I'll help you out. Give me a ring, doggy.
Okay.
Let's check in with the chat real quick. Jago Coogan comes in. He says, "I seriously would love to want this game, but I'm getting open world fatigue, so I can't." I'll have to agree with you on that. There is some open world fatigue settling in. I was feeling it, and then this game came out, and I think the way they made the open world just kind of got rid of it, where I don't mind this one. Like, I want to explore it. So, yeah. Give me linear games. I miss those. Yeah. I gotta admit, some games are getting too long. I just want to finish. I'm getting old. I don't have as much time as I used to. Although I seem to have 95 hours for Elden Ring. Let's see. I agree, Jiggle. There needs to be a better balance. There you go.
I like that about the linear games. Yeah, there's not a lot of linear games. That's what like Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know if I want to say it's linear, but no, it led to that. Yeah, that game was just excellent, and you know, you could do a little exploration, but you knew where the next thing was. Yeah,
sorry, Halo was kind of an open worldish game, but it was linear at the same time. Like if you wanted to mess in the open world, you could, or if you wanted to just get through it, you could. Yeah, I like games like that where you don't have to be stuck in the open world. What do you think about open world versus linear, Carlo?
Well, I am a lover of Ubisoft games, so I love the open world feel, especially in the newer Assassin's Creeds like Odyssey, Syndicate, and the games like that. But at the same time, there are some linear games that do it well. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy is that kind of game that it does it fantastic. And same with if you played Marvel's Avengers, the single player story was great as well. But if I was to have to choose between the two, I would choose open world.
Right. I would choose more hub world than open world. Like something like God of War or Gears 5. I really love that. All right. So yeah, there you go. Jago says, exactly, John. Guardians of the Galaxy is a perfect example of what I mean. All right, let's get on to our last question here because it's intermission time. And again, we're going to be asking you some third-party questions here. No Princess Zelda, so you're stuck with Axel. Is everybody ready for your last set of questions?
Oh, yeah.
And right now, the chat is undefeated. I need that Lego, man.
Hey, you know what? We might have to talk, but
Yeah, no, it's all right. Okay, here we go. So your question right now is, who is nicknamed the Blue Bomber? Is it A, Mega Man, B, Turtle Man, or C, Trombone? All right, Carlo, if you don't get this right, man, I'm calling you a fraud. Who is the Blue Bomber?
I've never heard of Trombone. I don't know who that is.
Trombone? How do you say it?
Trombone? What? I don't know.
Trombone, maybe?
Trombone? Yeah.
Trombone. There you go. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
it's Mega Man. You know what? It's Mega Man. It's not Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay? Don't even think that, people. It's Mega Man.
All right, Doggy. Who is known as the Blue Bomber?
Good old Mega Man. The man. Mega Man.
All right. I'm personally going to go with Rockman. I should have put the other game names as a Mega Man, Rockman, or, some other nickname he has. All right. I think this was a pretty good hand-holdy one, in my opinion. I wanted to make these easy because I wanted it to be fun. We'll give the chat a few more seconds to get their vote in. And time. Okay. All right. And the correct answer, of course, is Mega Man. Doggy, how did the chat do?
Well, the chat is on point, like usual, like always. 100% Mega Man.
100%. Wow, they were sure of who was the Blue Bomber. That's great to hear that. After all these years, Mega Man is still well known. All right, here we go. And our last question for the evening is, Assassin's Creed originally began development as a sequel to Splinter Cell, Far Cry, or Prince of Persia. Carlo, what do you got?
Let's see. It originally began as a sequel to. I would have to say Prince of Persia.
Prince of Persia? Do you not know this? I thought you were a Ubisoft guy.
I am a Ubisoft guy. I might not know it, but I would think, because Far Cry, I couldn't see it being a sequel to Far or Splinter Cell. I just couldn't see it being.
Come on, Sam Fisher. Doggy, what do you got? What do you think is the spiritual successor to? Sorry, yeah.
Prince of
what
Persia.
do you think?
Yes,
what do you
Prince
think?
of Persia right
Assassin's
here is the
Creed
answer.
is a spiritual successor to. There we go.
Prince of Persia.
Prince of Persia. All right. Let's check in with the chat real quick. We are here with the Retro Renegades. another Game Makers United Guild member.
All right.
Says, evening, fam. Thank you so much for stopping by. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Rapid God House.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, go ahead and give the chat a few more seconds here to do what they got to do.
Man, that was such an awesome episode last week too, man. Graphic God.
Oh man, I've been loving these recent. Last week's episode had me on the floor laughing, man.
Yeah, we've been rolling here lately. Yep, we're on a roll.
Yeah, be sure to check out our playlist, guys. But yeah. All right, I think that's gonna do it for the chat. Sorry, I'm just like always trying to prepare like 2 steps ahead, guys.
Chat, yes. The chat has not come up yet, but I'm betting the chat.
Let me see. Here we go. I am ending the poll for the chat now.
I bet you the chat.
The correct answer is the Prince of Persia.
And the chat once again comes out at 80% Prince of Persia and 14% Splinter Cell.
There you go. The chat is undefeated.
So the chat is awesome.
We are gonna go ahead and get out of here because we are way over time, sir. Great weather behind you, beautiful scenery. You're gonna have to show me how you did that. Go ahead and tell the chat where they can find you.
Everybody can find me on 4GQTV every Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And then when we drop occasional interviews and the MCU after show with partner Paris from Xbox. So check us out there.
There you go, guys. Be sure to give him a follow. Seriously, it's like he's got some really good stuff. And Doggy's over here teasing me with the biplane and Sonic combo. Does the biplane have tails?
Tails. It should have tails there, yeah.
Oh, Doggy, before we go, you should decapitate him so Jay can see what he looks like decapitated.
OMG. All right, hold on.
Ah.
Oh, look at this, Jay! Look! He's going down! He's going down! He's going down!
There you go. There you go. There you go, Axel. Let's get the butt.
All right, guys, and as always, you can find me and Doggy. Doggy's part of the Retro Renegades every Tuesday night at 7 or 8.
7 Eastern time.
7 Eastern. I always get it confused for some reason. And of course, while Noof Nukem is on sabbatical, I will be taking over Good Morning Xbox. I am my first episode as host is this Sunday here on my YouTube channel. Be sure to tune in, guys. I would really appreciate your support for Good Morning Xbox while I am in charge. Sunday at 9 a.m. Eastern. I believe that I got it right. 8 a.m. Eastern. Sorry.
Yep. No, 9 Eastern. Yeah,
9 Eastern. You're right. 9 Eastern. Yes, you're correct. 9 Eastern. Man, I need to get my time zones right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. We will catch you guys next